So challenges for HRM due to modern customer resource. First one is customer satisfaction and loyalty. Customer satisfaction and loyalty. Second is meeting customized meeting customized and changing customer demands. Next point is customer oriented worker behavior. Customer oriented worker behavior. Next point, frequent worker customer conflicts. Next point is class action suits. Class action
Sir, can you repeat the second point?
meeting
Meeting customized wala.
meeting customized and changing customer demands. So the fifth point we were writing class action suits by customers. Now remedies. Can anyone recall the remedies? First one is regular audit of worker customer interaction. Regular audit of worker customer interaction. Second point, workers training. Workers training and mentoring to serve modern customer. So with the incoming of more and more e-commerce sites, there was change in the nature of job. Specifically, if we talk about clothes and shoes, so earlier people used to go in the showrooms, Nike, Adidas, Puma, and then they used to buy it from there. But with the e-commerce sites, the nature has changed. Many people do window shopping. They just go there, try the product, try the shoes or let's say shirt, and if they find that it is of good fitting, then they order from e-commerce sites due to better delivery or discounts available there. So such kind of change in behavior from customer side, it also requires HR to give some training to the salesman how to deal with such customers, what should be the approach, how they should tackle, and all these things. Next point is developing soft skills. Developing soft skills and attitudinal change. Attitudinal change towards customer is king. इट मीन्स कि अब जैसा भी चल रहा है, जो भी चल रहा है, फेवरेबल और अनफेवरेबल टुवर्ड्स द बिजनेस, तो आपको काम तो इसी एनवायरनमेंट में करना है. जो भी पैटर्न्स या ट्रेंड्स चेंज हो रहे हैं, डील तो करना पड़ेगा उनसे, अदरवाइज यू हैव टू शट योर बिजनेस. So the final approach that customer is king should be in the mind. कस्टमर को अगर आप सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर पाए, फिर फायदा ही क्या बिजनेस का, एचआर का, सब कुछ. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज रेगुलर कस्टमर फीडबैक. Regular customer feedback. Now after taking feedback, you may realize that some employees are doing well than others. They are performing better than others. So they should be rewarded so that their motivation remains high, so that they carry on their approach, get their work. So in that case, the customer feedback can be used for deciding the performance appraisal. So the point is the regular customer feedback and involvement in performance appraisal. Involvement in performance appraisal. Now under customer is king, or you can write the example of Vodafone, happy to help. It helps in developing the pro customer ethos of organization, the value system of organization. It becomes more favorable to the customers. So example is happy to help. Then we have some challenges from global operations. The domain of organization is increasing. Now even MSMEs, they work on the global scale. They contribute much of the exports of India. MSMEs, who don't know, are micro, small and medium enterprises. So they contribute a great proportion in the GDP as well as exports. So since all the stakeholders are getting globalized, customers have choices from global platform. Your seller, suppliers of raw material, he has choices. So it brings some challenges from foreign markets also, that now you have to follow the global standards. There are many standards like electricity standards, and in which the quality of product is certified by CE, It is European certification system. You might have read it on chargers, batteries, so like that. And now you have to take care of heterogeneous regulations also. This thing is very much prevalent in more eco-friendly economy. So many countries, especially Western countries, have developed some standards that they will import a particular product from other country, let's say any developing country like India, only if the manufacturer has obeyed the global standards for eco-friendly manufacturing. So if I can recall properly, there was some case regarding the carpets. So some European companies, European customers, they rejected Indian carpets due to some issue like this. So as an organization, you have to keep this in mind also. Next problem challenge for HRM is hiring, because now since you have to work on the global platform, you also need talent from global domain. So it creates problem for HR to fix a selection process which is according to the local needs of a particular company. It takes care of cultural changes, cultural differences, which take care of language problem, language barrier, which take care of educational system. Like we had in 10, then plus 2 classes, then 3 year of graduation and 4 years for professional. So some companies make such barriers, or they fix some requirements that the person should have 12 plus 4, that is 16 years of organization. So issues like that. Then we have competitors. There's a cutthroat competition. It requires dynamic policies which change quickly with the time. So write down the challenges. First one is adoption. Adoption to global benchmarks of products and resource use. Second is compliance with heterogeneous legal, social, and economic business environment. So if you keep the HRM policies uniform throughout all your offices across the globe, then it may prove to be detrimental. Then it may prove to be detrimental because there are different requirements for different cultures. Next point is hiring workers as per country specific needs, Okay, Mogana, I just read your message. First point was adoption to global benchmarks. Next point is cutthroat competition. Cutthroat competition in area of talent and products. So what are the remedies? I think by now, knowing the nature of HRM, its domain, its concept, you can easily form the remedies, you can easily come with the practical solutions. You can speak or write in the chat quickly. First point is country specific HR plans. Country specific HR plans and separate CEO for each country.
सर एक बार आप स्टार्टिंग से रिपीट करना फर्स्ट पॉइंट.
Country specific HR plans and separate CEO for each country. Second is hiring and training dynamic professionals. So your professionals, they should be quite dynamic. They should change their way of work, their approach, their attitude whenever needed. Their focus should be global while making any long-term policy. Their vision should not be myopic. Next point. Talent focus, not degree. Talent focus, not degree. सो एचआर को फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ता है कि आप कितने साल में ग्रेजुएशन हुई, कंट्री का एजुकेशन सिस्टम कितने ईयर्स का है, क्या स्ट्रक्चर है. इफ़ यू हैव रिक्वायर्ड स्किल्स, इफ़ यू हैव रिक्वायर्ड एक्सपीरियंस, then you will be selected. Unilever made this concept popular. First of all, they developed such policy. Next point. Tapping modern technology. Tapping modern technology and joint venturing for localizing operations. Next point is global work assignment to top management. So TCS has adopted a one model which is known as Global Networking Delivery Model. Under this, they follow the sun that whichever country has daytime, they take service from that uh, take service from employees of that country who are present there. So it leverages diverse technical and language skills of the employees of your workforce. So for this, you can write this example: global network delivery model by TCS. Apart from this, you can have cross country training, cross cultural training, even in a single country. You can have different culture. Next source of challenges: new technology. Rebecca, can you repeat the fourth point?
Sir, I think it's taping modern technology and joint venturing for localizing operations.
Is it clear, Kajal?
Yes, sir, clear.
So with the new technology, there are now new techniques in manufacturing and management. You have better methods to collect the data, to get the feedback. You have better tools like advanced management technology, advanced info technology, by which you can collect the data quickly, you can classify it, you can make sense out of it using some technological tools. So it provides great momentum to the efforts of HR. You can also know about the any unique uh, practice done by any other country, any other company. So now challenges that taking advantage of new technology, first of all, needs a talented workforce, and if the technology is changing, is developing very quickly, then the supply of such workers would be very low as compared to the demand. So new technology in itself is not sufficient. You should have such employees also which can make sense out of it. And since everything is changing, so it brings skill obsolescence in the workforce. Anyone has learned the SAP, she is working properly, but let's say any new software comes in the market, so you have to take care of that. Such changes are very necessary for continuous existence of the business. So write down the first point. Leveraging technology. Leveraging technology requires new and talented workers that are in short supply. Next point is
Sir, last word क्या है? That are in.
short supply.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So next point is faster technology. Faster technology changes causing skills obsolescence. Causing skills obsolescence. Next point is frequent needs for training and skills updation. Prime example of this thing is the banking sector, where the government had to make lot of efforts to get the workforce new skills, to get the system computerized. So bringing change in the workforce, it also happens due to new technology. Next point is risk for business continuity. Risks for business continuity. Which one, Kirti? This frequent needs for training and updations. Frequent needs for training and updations. So now solutions for it. Write down. Tapping technology itself for hiring. Next point. Hiring creative. Hiring creative and dynamic minds. Next point is making learning integral part of organization. So Infosys few years ago they released 9,000 workers from lower end jobs due to artificial intelligence. Some of them were redeployed on more advanced projects, that is, leaving the past behind and looking for the future. Under such cutthroat competition, it is necessary to take timely steps. So, an example you can write Infosys released 9,000 workers from lower end jobs due to artificial intelligence. Any doubt? I'm sharing Jamboard. There is no need of Jamboard. I can do this in chat. So I'm giving you one question. So there is one question. You have to write the answer according to the 8 marks. If you can decode, if you can understand this question, then it is direct question from your notes. Write down the answer in your notebook. Today my internet is also very slow. You have to write till 9:56. Try to describe the points pretty well. If you analyze the question, you can see that it is requiring to write the importance, the points we wrote under importance. That can help you. 2 minutes left. Those who have written the answer, reply in the chat. Just type yes. Who has completed the answer? Shrishti, can you share what you have written? Can you tell the structure of your answer? Mohini, Pallavi, Kirti. Just reply no if you haven't written. Very good, Ravika. Just tell the broad points of your answer.
Sir, first point is developing skills.
Sorry.
सर एक्सप्लेन करूं?
हाँ, yes, you can start.
सर इसमें ऐसे कि तो एचआर और मैनेजर होते हैं और फिर वो दोनों साथ में मिलके कोऑर्डिनेट करके काम करें। जैसे जो एचआर होता है वो मैनेजर को बोलते हैं कि अब एम्प्लॉय से ऐसे काम कराना है या फिर ऐसे कुछ, तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का गोल भी अच्छे से अचीव हो पाता है और कोऑर्डिनेशन भी बना रहता है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स नहीं होते।
Okay, next point.
सर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज कि जो अभी हमने न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी वाला पॉइंट पढ़ा था कि हमें जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो भी अडॉप्ट करनी चाहिए, अडॉप्ट करनी चाहिए, और उसके बारे में वर्कर्स को अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करना चाहिए। अगर उन्हें नहीं आता तो उन्हें मोटिवेट करना चाहिए। इससे हमारा आई थिंक सोशो इकोनॉमिक, आई थिंक वो वाला जो
towards the
वो होता
employee,
है इम्पोर्टेंस में वो होता है।
towards the
यस
employee.
सर, वो पूरा हो सकता है।
So
तो ये 2 पॉइंट ही समझ आए।
when the question is asking obligation, then first question in your mind should be obligation towards whom, किसके obligations की बात हो रही है, किसके लिए. So with that you can categorize your answer, you can categorize your points according to individual employee or society, enterprise.
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन
Enterprise,
और
yes.
नेशन।
Yes.
ओके सर। तो वैसे मेरे पॉइंट्स ठीक है, मतलब अलग कैटेगराइज करके करने थे बस।
But the material is very less.
ओके सर।
Okay, so I am having some problem regarding attendance. Till then you can mute this meeting and join the post accounting meeting.